What's up, YouTube? Got Skunk72 coming at you from like 90-degree Southern California today. It's already gotten pretty ugly here a couple times. It was like 108 degrees last week. 108 degrees and I was at work. Last place you want to be when it's that hot is working and running calls out in the field. That's okay, we got through it. So I guess for today, what I want to talk about is my restored faith in humanity. So as you guys all know, we've been doing a little bit of breast cancer in my household. Well, I guess some of you know if you watched my video, my last video, or you may not know if you're just stumbling upon this one, but yeah, my wife has breast cancer. And she had one surgery already, and last time I talked to you all, if you watched it, they were going to do a lumpectomy with a reconstruction, and because it wasn't very far advanced, and that was going to be it. So when they do a lumpectomy for breast cancer, what they do is they take out the tumor and some of the surrounding tissue. And what they're looking for when they send it to pathology is what they call clear margins. So basically they want to see the tumor, the precancerous cells surrounding the tumor, and then normal tissue around the entire border of the tumor to get clear margins. And that means that pretty much they got everything. Unfortunately, our pathology did not show clear margins. They did get all of the current cancer, but they did not get all of the precancerous mutated cells that are in the area that are eventually going to turn into cancer again. So we decided that we were only going to give the lumpectomy one chance, and we weren't going to have them go in and root around again just to try and get what they can. So we opted to do a double mastectomy, which is unfortunate, but reconstruction will probably be done on the same day with implants and everything like that, so hopefully everything will turn out all right with that. Now, the reason I want to talk about my restored faith in humanity, I am full of stupid pride. I've been the only income for my family for 19 years now, roughly, and yeah, we've struggled. I've never made that much money, but I made it happen. I made it work every time. Never looked at anybody else for help. Well, one of my co-workers insisted on doing a GoFundMe page for me. It's not something that I would have done for myself, and I really didn't want her to do it, but she seemed really jazzed and she wanted to do something to help, so I told her if she wanted to, go ahead, but I wasn't going to be a part of doing it. Well, putting that stupid pride aside, I really needed the help. I really did. Even though I didn't want to ask for it, and I wouldn't have asked for it, I would have found a way. But she was, with the other surgery coming up, I'm going to have to take even more time off work than I've already missed. And with intermittent family medical leave, you don't get paid. It's intermittent. You only get paid if you have vacation time that you can use, which I don't, because I have to cash mine out every year to pay property taxes. I never take vacation. I might take one day out of the year, the rest of it gets cashed out to pay bills at the end of the year. That's my typical year. So my co-workers, who are just as poor as I am, really dug deep. I mean, quite a bit of them helped me out. I mean, former partners on the ambulance, former trainees, co-workers, a couple of people that I hardly even know donated some money. Then a friend of mine that runs a community information page for our local area, for emergencies and stuff, she got wind of the fact that there was a GoFundMe, and she shared it on her page, on her public information page. And good God, there are people that I've never met, ever, really were willing to help out and donate some money. I mean, I got probably about half of what I need to get through this entire thing. And, you know, considering that I wasn't going to ask for anything from anybody, half is great. I'm in shock. Yeah, let me tell you, I'm not a super emotional guy. I'm really not. Back when I was in my younger days, I kind of wore my heart on my sleeve and was an emotional guy, and I've learned how to control that in my old age. This was so shocking that every time somebody donated and I got a notification, it brought me to tears. Seriously brought me to tears. I just couldn't believe people were willing to do that. And then I mentioned to the lady that runs the page that I couldn't believe that so many people that have never met me were willing to help. And what she said to me just brought me to tears again. She told me every day that you go to work, you go and help people that you've never met. Now that did make me feel a little bit better, but I've never looked at what I do for a living that way. That's my job. That's what I get paid to do. You call for help, I go help. That's what my job consists of. So that's what I signed on for. There are all these generous people that just are part of a Santa Clarita emergency page that dug deep and donated money. Now that's where I'm going to say I found my faith in humanity is totally restored, that people are willing to do this. Even after everything's happened over the past year and a half, I know everybody's hurting and everybody's struggling, which is another reason, other than my pride, why I was never going to ask anybody for help. Well, my coworkers, they don't make enough money. I know how much they make. And, you know, all these other people that this past year, they haven't had much work and times have been rough, and I was in shock, man. I was in total shock. Now, I know there's a term that, you know, you find out who your friends are when you're really in need of help. And usually that's taken as a negative thing because you find out who your real friends are because everybody else just deserts you. Well, for me, finding out who your friends are was actually a positive thing. I had people reaching out that I worked with 20 years ago wanting to help me. And it's just an awesome feeling knowing that, you know, this group of friends that I'm talking about, it doesn't matter how much time goes by. We're all going to be friends for the rest of our lives, and if any one of us needs help, we're all there still, even if we haven't seen each other in years. So it's an awesome feeling, guys. You know, there was even one motovlogger that we were actually friends with on Facebook for our personal Facebook pages, and he told me he wanted the link to the GoFundMe page, so I told him, look, I don't expect anything, but if you really want it, I will send it to you. And that was one of my big rules with everybody that said, hey, I want the link to your GoFundMe page because I want to help out. I told them all, do not do this if it's going to deprive you of anything at all. If you've been saving money to buy a new car, I don't want you to pull out money out of your down payment savings to do this for me. And just everybody said, dude, just shut up. So the only reason the GoFundMe ended up on my Facebook page, which I never posted the link to it on my page. I went on my page to say thank you to the people that had donated. And from there, I had a lot of old friends attack me. They were very upset with me because I needed help and I was too proud to say anything. So they were a little angry, but they got over it, and, you know, most of them kicked down a little bit of money for me. Now with that thank you, like I said, I didn't post the link to the GoFundMe. Somebody else commented on my page on that post and put the link in. It was the same girl that started the GoFundMe, which I'm not gonna say names on here because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but love her to death, man. The fact that she wanted to do that so badly helped me out. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this vlog at that. I'm done talking about my restored faith in humanity and how good my friends are. I will talk to y'all later. Riverside down, shiny side up. I'll catch y'all next time.